The story of the British Empire begins with a small island with a big advantage. Nestled off the coast of Europe, Great Britain's position made it harder to invade and gave it a natural buffer from its neighbors. Unlike many continental nations surrounded on all sides by rivals, Britain enjoyed clear borders and easy access to the sea. When Scotland and England united under King James VI of Scotland in 1603, they formed what would become Great Britain. By 1707, this new nation faced outward mostly toward the North Atlantic Ocean and the North Sea, opening the door to overseas exploration. This island nation's proximity to the seas meant its future depended on maritime power. The Royal Navy, fueled by heavy investment in innovation, became the backbone of Britain's expansion. By the 18th century, Britain had turned into an unstoppable maritime force, protecting trade routes, exploring new lands, and asserting dominance over the oceans. Trade, more than conquest, drove the empire. Early colonies in North America and the West Indies were part of a broader commercial strategy. The Navigation Acts of 1651 created a closed economic system where colonial imports and exports flowed exclusively through British ships. This system maximized profits for the empire while connecting far-flung territories in a single trade network. Meanwhile, the British East India Company expanded commerce in Asia, trading spices, silk, tea, and cotton, eventually gaining political influence as well. While Britain often expanded through trade rather than outright conquest, conflict was inevitable. Wars with the Dutch, the Spanish, and later revolutionary struggles in America tested the empire. The loss of the American colonies in 1783 forced Britain to rethink its global strategy. Turning its focus eastward, it expanded into Asia, Africa, and Australia, laying the foundation for what historians call the Second British Empire. In Asia, Britain leveraged trade and military campaigns to consolidate control. Conflicts like the Anglo-Mysore Wars, as well as interventions in Sind and Burma, solidified British dominance. Policies like the doctrine of lapse allowed the empire to annex territories under weak or disputed leadership, eventually sparking uprisings such as the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857. Though the East India Company was dissolved, Britain maintained control over India until 1947. Africa became another focal point. The Royal African Company initially profited from the transatlantic slave trade, but by the 19th century, Britain sought broader commercial opportunities. The Berlin Conference of 1884 divided the continent among European powers, and Britain claimed large portions of northeastern and southern Africa. By the early 20th century, the British Empire ruled over roughly a quarter of the world's population and land, a testament to its combination of strategic geography, naval dominance, and trade-focused expansion. Ultimately, the British Empire's story is one of strategy, commerce, and calculated influence. Its wealth and power were built not just on military conquest, but on maritime innovation, trading networks, and a keen understanding of global opportunity.